Hello and welcome to RHI Rehabilitation Hospital of Indiana, stories of courage, hope, attitude, and inspiration, brought to you by our friends at Wilson, Kehoe, and Winningham. And today I'm really excited because we get to interview one of RHI's own physical therapists and staff physical therapists, Jenny Lauder. Jenny, thank you for doing this. I know that you got a busy day ahead of you, so I appreciate it. So, how long have you been with RHI? And I want to know more about, I did not know you were a research physical therapist also, so can you tell us a little more about that?
So I spend half of my day in the inpatient hospital as a physical therapist, and then half of my day is in the research lab for the locomotor recovery lab. So we've started trying to implement evidence-based from that we're learning through the research lab, but also through evidence-based practice. So that's kind of been our focus in the hospital for physical therapy.
So so for locomotor, can you just kind of tell us a little bit, because there might be some folks that don't know what that is, and that's working with Dr.
It's like a
Hornby.
walking recovery lab with Dr. Hornby. So we have several studies going on with people with neurological diagnoses, and really looking at what type of interventions are best to increase walking ability.
Because I know he gets a lot of stroke, and I think an incomplete paraplegia. Incomplete spinal cord.
Traumatic brain injury.
And we those are the folks we see running around in the hospital.
Bit, yes.
But what's really cool about that is we're seeing some of our own therapists use the same some of the same techniques, right, in the hospital.
So for us with that work mostly with stroke injury patients or brain injury patients, we really have found that evidence has shown that high intensity gait training has really been beneficial for recovery to walking, and that has been a big indicator of being able to go home versus going to another facility. So RHI is really trying just to make a big push to do evidence-based practice, and so that means that people are up on treadmills, we're walking, we're on stairs, and so that's really been the big push probably within the last couple of years. I know that I've been at RHI for about 3 years, and so that program and working at high intensity, we've been doing for about 2 years on Unit 3. So, but then the push has been just a little bit more hospital-wide as far as physical therapy is concerned.
And it was explained to me also that for the, I'm going to use probably the wrong word, protocol, but for the standard to be pushed out to the world of physical therapy takes about 17 years, and we're getting it immediate here. So this is...
Well, George has been doing this for, he said, about 20. So high intensity has been around for a while. It's just now, I think, starting to gain some traction. Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a story there of why you kind of work with the foundation. We partner and how we help you guys out.
Right. So because we've been doing a lot of emphasis on walking and really using a lot of treadmills, can't put somebody on a treadmill that doesn't have shoes. Also, sometimes after somebody's had a stroke or a brain injury, maybe one side of their body doesn't work as well, and so we need to use bracing. Typically that will go inside of a shoe, and so we can't use the bracing to help them with walking if we don't have shoes, which led us to talk in the lab about what are some things that we can do, because sometimes we ran across people that just didn't have the funds or family support. They might have lived far away, that don't have the shoes, and so then we're stuck not really being able to do this evidence-based practice. And so we put together a little proposal for the foundation to see if they could fund tennis shoes for us, and it's really been pretty neat. And there's been a lot of therapists that are like, "Hey, Jenny, I need some tennis shoes."
So you're the shoe girl.
We're the shoe girls, yeah. And so just really even getting a lot of the therapists, them starting to do all of this high intensity walking, they're just like, okay, I need shoes. And if we're not getting shoes within a couple of days, then they're really pretty on top of it. So it's been really a big blessing, because then that doesn't give us much of a lag to, oh, is your family coming? Oh, maybe next week. Well, look, we only get a certain amount of time with people in the hospital, and we need to capitalize on all of the time that we have. So
So yeah, run me through. So what does that look like? Do the process. I mean, I've only seen part of it. So how do you?
For when
you need shoes, yeah.
So like probably within a couple of days, we realize they don't have shoes, or maybe they don't have family members that are coming. So the therapist will let me know, or if it's me, then I will email the foundation, and then within a couple of days, we have shoes.
So you find out what the size is.
Yeah, and so we've actually, just because sometimes people aren't super accurate with shoe size, we've pulled off some templates. So we'll measure people's shoes.
Well, they have some. You can Google anything now. Right?
And we laminated them. So the copy center laminated them. We did men's and women's, and so then we just try to account for like putting a brace inside of.
That was going to be my next question. Well, sometimes they need a bigger shoe for the.
Yeah, and sometimes people have a lot of swelling afterwards, so we just try to account for those types of things. But then that just allows us then to like get them moving much faster rather than just. And then we need to protect their feet too.
Yeah. And then do you put the order, or the foundation puts the order in?
Okay. So the foundation orders the shoes, and then they get sent to the hospital, and then they go, "Oh, Jenny, you have a package."
Because then they'll come in. That's right. Usually Amazon Prime, and then
right.
come in.
And the therapist that's ordered them, I will usually let them know. Listen, they're coming. So if I'm not here on a day, or Abby, then the therapists know to look for them. So everybody's in the loop.
Right. And so and I know. It normally comes like in a couple of days. Sometimes a day, right?
Sometimes the day, because sometimes I might not get to the email till the afternoon. So it's usually like 1 to 2 days. So,
and I'm sure the family's very appreciative of it. And, I mean,
and the patients too are really. They're like, "Hey, I got new shoes." One person said, "You got me some shoes." I said, "Well, the foundation got you shoes, but yeah, I ordered them."
You were part of it. I mean, but they wouldn't have it if it wasn't for you, Jenny. And I know there's somebody else. You said there's you and another gal. That's kind of like the main contacts.
Yeah, Abby and I. We both work in the lab, and we work in the hospital. So we just try to limit. We try to control like how many people are emailing the foundation at a time, just so it doesn't get confusing. So, because sometimes there'll be multiple therapists that will email or tell me, and then I can just do one email and go, "These are the sizes," and then.
That's kind of nice. So that they funnel.
Yeah.
But at least they know that all the therapists know. I mean, that they can get.
They know to come to me.
Very good. Yeah. No, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So, we just want to say thank you, because she is a shoe girl. But we appreciate it. Yeah, we love Jenny, and she understands and helping us with the foundation, and how the foundation can help you guys in the hospital, and also the patients. They're the big winners in all this. So thank you for spending time with us. Like I said, I know you have a busy rest of the afternoon. And again, just thank you again. And my name is Janine Stomack. I'm one of the Donor Services Officer with the foundation. And with your gifts to the foundation, this is what we do. We are all self-funded with your gifts, and to help get the patients shoes, gait trainers, a car simulator if you've been here on campus, helping people learning how to get in and out of cars, and also nurse certifications. Just a few of the things that the foundation does help fund. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks, guys.